City Morning Show.
Good morning. Welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show for today, Thursday, the 19th of July. Muy buenos días, bienvenidos todos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show para hoy jueves, julio 19. Son exactamente las 7:03. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. Muy buenos días. Ojalá y todo esté muy bien ahí donde se encuentren. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la calle San Lorenzo, justo en las afueras del pueblo de Orange Walk, justo enfrente también de la institución IT-VET. Y nuestra señal se ve por todo el país de Belice. Tenemos arreglos con varias compañías de cable. Pero también importantemente, si vives en la circunvecinidad del pueblo de Orange Walk y no tienes cable o optas no tener cable, mejor puesto así, entonces simplemente necesitas tener una conexión a la afuera y con una antenita y vas a lograr ver Canal 10 completamente claro, importantemente completamente gratis. También estamos en vivo en el internet, compañeros, transmitiendo toda nuestra programación del Sugar City Morning Show por el internet, así que donde sea que te encuentres en el mundo, es más, como siempre digo, si te encuentras en Australia o si te encuentras en Europa o en Timbuktu, puedes verlo mientras que tengas una conexión al internet, simplemente teclando, entrando a la página YouTube y teclando Sugar City Morning Show para la fecha que quieres ver. Si es que quieres ver la fecha, el programa de hoy, entonces obviamente teclas la fecha de hoy. Si quieres ver el de ayer, entonces pones el de ayer, 18 de julio. Y por la magia de la tecnología vas a poder verlo. Es un gran gusto saludarles a este momento, las 7:04. Como siempre, a una oración, dándole gracias, reconociendo y dándole gracias a nuestro Creador. No es que yo sea religioso, no es que yo sea un fanático de ir a la iglesia, no lo soy. Simplemente es una oración universal para personas de todo tipo de fe. Porque hay los judíos, hay los católicos, los evangélicos, los adventistas, los musulmanes y todo tipo, presbiterianos, todo tipo de fe. Mi oración es simplemente una oración universal, creyendo en un Dios y reconociendo que hay un Dios sin tener que ponerle cara. Y ahí tú haces lo que tú quieras a ese punto y entonces dándole las gracias. Esto es muy importante porque cada individuo pasa por esos momentos de preguntas. ¿Hay un Dios? ¿Quién creó el mundo? Y si hay un Dios, ¿quién lo hizo a él? Bueno, tantas preguntas que se hacen. Si es que tienes una mente bastante siempre te está haciendo preguntas, pero al final del día llegas a encontrar de que muchas preguntas no te llevan a ninguna respuesta en clara. Así que para paz en tu vida simplemente tienes que aceptar de que hay un Dios, porque en realidad te das cuenta de que hay tanto detalle en la vida, tantas cosas que dirías serían milagrosas, pero al final del día tendrían que ser obra de un creador. Y simplemente ahí es el comienzo de reconocer de que hay un poder superior, mucho, pero mucho más fuerte que nosotros. Un espíritu universal que se preocupa de poner orden y propósito a toda la vida. Padre, te doy las gracias por tus bendiciones. Por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas, por todo. Te doy las gracias por tu perdón que nos ofreces, por tu gracia, tu misericordia, por todo, Padre, te doy las gracias. Por el bienestar que me das a mí, a mis compañeros de trabajo, a todos que se unen a esta oración, a mi familia también, gracias, Padre. Y te doy humildemente las gracias por todo esto, porque reconozco que todo viene de ti. Te pido que siempre continúes estando al tanto de nosotros, ayudándonos. Y también, Padre, te pido por aquellas personas que más necesitan de tu ayuda. A los enfermos, a los que están en las cárceles, los que andan en las calles, a los niños desamparados, a los viejitos también desamparados, a aquellos que necesitan ayuda. También por todos nosotros. Que tengamos un bonito día, que podamos salir de, como siempre digo, las garras del egoísmo que tanto nos está matando. Yo honestamente creo que el egoísmo es el problema más grande en este mundo. Porque siempre, por fruto de nuestro propio egoísmo, tenemos pleitos, guerras, todo ese tipo de cosas. La guerra no nace solo. El pleito no se hace solo. Tiene que haber gente que esté detrás de todo eso, tratando de imponer su forma de ser, su forma de pensar sobre otra persona. Y cuando no hay ese tipo de conexión, entonces vamos a la guerra, vamos al pleito. Pero si pudiéramos darnos cuenta que no tenemos que imponer nuestra forma de ser, simplemente respetar las cosas tal como son y vivir con ello, entonces sería un mundo mucho, pero mucho más pacífico y podríamos ser mucho, pero mucho más felices. Gracias, Padre, por todo. Te bendecimos, te adoramos siempre. Amén. Buenos días, de nuevo a las 7:09. Vamos a tener el reporte del tiempo entre muy poco, pero quiero enviar saludos a todas las personas que estén cumpliendo años hoy o celebrando aniversario, pero especialmente quiero hoy, 19 de julio, enviarle saludos a una persona muy especial. A una persona que a través de su forma de ser, su mirada cautivadora, su sensibilidad hacia la vida, su simple forma de ser, ha logrado cautivar a muchas personas con su amistad auténtica. Me refiero a la señora Felipa Carranza. Felipa, de parte de todos en tu familia, tu esposo, tus hijas, muchas, pero muchas amistades que tienes, te deseamos de corazón todo lo mejor, porque lo mereces. Porque lo mereces. Mereces todo esto y mucho más. Que la pases muy bien hoy y siempre. También quiero enviarle muchos saludos a las personas que están trabajando, los doctores, enfermeras y todas las personas que trabajan en los hospitales, que se están no solo preocupando, pero ocupando con el bienestar de la gran población beliceña y de otros países también. También recordándoles de que hoy también es un día más para tratar de ir a registrarte. Es muy importante que te vayas a registrar. Si no has ido a registrarte, por favor, busca tiempo. Te pido, te insto que busques tiempo hoy para ir a registrarte, porque no esperes que ningún político te tenga que agarrar la mano o que te dé $20. No. Esta es tu responsabilidad de ir a votar, porque ese es un derecho. Mucha gente ha tenido que morir para que tú consigas ese derecho. Porque anteriormente solo la gente que tenían propiedades, que eran señor y señora, podían votar. Pero hubo un movimiento para tratar de extender el derecho de votar a toda la gente, universalmente. Hubo mucha gente que sufrió. Ahora sería el colmo que tú hagas de menos este derecho. Te pido que por favor pongas todo en perspectiva y que vayas a registrarte. Las 7:12. Hay que agradecer a nuestros patrocinadores, como siempre. Telemedia, muchas gracias. Gillette's Meat Shop, German Vegan Sons Import Limited, St. Anthony's Trading Company, Vega Distributors, A&R Stores, Vega Imports, Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, Tourist Board, and Government of Belize Information Services. Vamos a una pausa, son las 7:13. Estamos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios y estaremos discutiendo mucho más. Vamos a la pausa.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize.
This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopon Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 18 minutes after 7 o'clock. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Las 7:18. Always a pleasure to welcome my good friend, Mr. Robert Checky Usher, to the show. Good morning, Checky.
Morning, Pa.
How are you doing this morning?
Thank God I'm okay.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm up, you know. Troubles are there, Pa, but
At about 6:15 or so, when I left home, I saw you going into town. He always has a problem when I tell him I'm going out of town. And because he says that out of town, he says, I don't go out of town where. But I guess Creole is just a way.
You went out of town, boy?
You went out of town, you know.
Let's go to fear. Let's go to fear, boy.
You know, he says, no, man, you have to go in a town. But that's just one of those things that Creole permits you to use the different ways of expression. You know, you're going out a tongue or in a tongue, that is same thing.
That like when the Longana cockatoo, when he got do for the cockatoo catch a fest, he got a night, so he meet one lady, tell him, Miss, you don't know where the fest there?
Oh,
They tell her, hold her straight.
hold on straight.
Take one cover, hold her straight. Yeah, hear the dice. When you hear the dice, just hold her straight.
Yes.
You know?
Hold on straight.
Hold her straight.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you know, it's a wonderful morning, a wonderful day. I want to remind motorists as well that the traffic light by Cheetahs is still not working. So be careful. When I got on this morning, I see people is slow down, which is good. You must commend them for that because you don't know who on the rush. So you make sure you slow down.
I'd like to also tell you that ever since we made this appeal for a speed bump on the Otrobenke Road, that fortunately up to now we have not had any major accident. Yes, there are still accidents on the road, perhaps a couple of them because of the amount of traffic on that road. It's heavily transited, heavily. This is your connection from Belize to Corozal and beyond. But in terms of the going in and out of Lyle Street or from the Otrobenke Road, thank God people are taking it slow because of the bump and having major awareness of the traffic situation there where it is potentially dangerous and where you can, if you don't watch it, you can easily get into an accident. So thank you very much for that awareness and thank you very much for respecting and being patient with traffic, oncoming traffic before you take that turn in or out of Lyle Street. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You remember, Emmanuel, sometimes when we were riding downtown, going downtown, or maybe in a town, you got some other bicycle riders who just ride right front of you. But well, I have made to understand that if you knock down, if you knock there, that they won't get charged. Once you could prove that they dash front there like that you will get charged. And I was also made to understand that standees in the buses, when you're a standee in the bus, yourself can be charged as well. And the driver can be charged when they stand up in a bus because...
Well, not the conductor?
Well, they never mention about the conductor. They mention about the drivers and the standees. And they say also, with persons standing in the bus, that motor vehicle is not covered by their insurance policy that they hold.
For standees?
Yep. So if something happened and anybody get hurt in the bus, insurance has nothing to cover.
So this is that's a good thing that you mentioned that because a lot of people do not know that or did not know that. So they still scramble onto the bus and not knowing that if there was an accident and that they get, because if the bus breaks all of a sudden and stops to, quickly, they can be propelled all the way to the front and they could bust their head.
They could fly through the windshield.
Fly through the windshield. But hey, there's no coverage for you. Because the coverage is only for the people sitting down. So it's a decision that the people need to make because at the end of the day, they tell you, a lot of them tell you, I don't care about that. I just want to get home. Yep. Well, tell you what, there's a lot for you to analyze and to be aware of before you actually make that decision of going on a bus as a standee. I do understand that if you're there, if last bus pass 8:30 and you're there 10 miles away from home by Biscayne, well then, you will want. But if that is the case, ask for the space for the bench.
Yeah.
Not the bench, the seat.
Make a stuff inside of you.
Yeah. Just for the, maybe, but as long as you're sitting down.
Yeah.
But standing up, you lose everything.
Yeah, and that not something to write. But I heard it from the officials from the police department from here in Orange Walk. Mr. Chim mentioned it on a show, and I was glad to get to know that so we can share it right here with the public. So people want to know, want to stand up in a bus, want to know covered, and then want to ride the dash for your front bicycle. No, another driver. It used to be like that one time, and driver used to get in trouble. Well, of course, if you kill somebody, you have to go through the procedure, no? But if you just knock them down, and if you knock them down and your vehicle get damaged, they will be responsible.
Another thing, those people on bicycles, and I constantly see a number of people doing it, going up Main Street from, say, Atlantic Bank to Scotia Bank on bicycle, like what Creole say, riding up stop.
Yeah, you're right up stop.
All right? And going then into Park Street. No, that's another no entry.
It is. It is.
And then when you tell them something, they go like, they cuss you.
Who you?
They cuss you. And tell you, man, you own effing business.
Yep.
And I'm wondering, I know that the traffic department cannot be everywhere all the time, omnipresent. It cannot be. But I'm asking them to please be more vigilant about these things, and police officers as well. Even though you may not be attached to the traffic department, you are an officer of the law nonetheless. And you can actually call that person's attention. Hey, you're going up stop. So kindly go back and go with the flow of traffic.
Also on the motorbikes, when they carry a passenger on the motorbikes, this is it. That person sit down, so it's against the law. I know some persons don't want to make their wife sit down and they open their foot, but if they sit down that way, it's against the law as well. It has to be.
So you have to straddle the seat.
Yes.
Okay.
That is against as well. And then if you got a helmet, a casco, or whatever you call it, you need to have that on. But Paul, we got a lot to discuss. We have touched on politics because We got some announcement coming from the Honorable John Saldiva, but we'll try to see if we can get Delve on. Then we also have the weather report here coming up, but let's see if we can get Delve. Then we go to the weather report, and then when we come back after we break, we'll touch on lead politics. Also, the scam that is happening at the banks. They got people that send out email, and then they do it in a very smart way, you know, give me your bank account. I want to transfer some money in your bank account. Can you send it for me through Western Union or MoneyGram, the Nigeria? Things that happen. People like open the email when they see it, and they give bank account.
I don't even open them, as I know what they are, if I don't know who it is coming from. And all these, we have your new, we're processing your new order, and we have some money for you. I don't even open them. I already know that that's spam. That's just
It's not for you.
It's not for me. So you will find my email, 3,000 unread emails, because me no bother you reading them. I've learned the hard way.
Hi, good morning, Delville. Let me just get you on the speaker. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Let me get some volume here for you this morning, Delville. All right. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Good
you.
morning, Delvi.
Good morning, Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. Cheki. How's the morning?
Great.
Bright and beautiful.
Great.
Today is Thursday, girl.
Oh, yes.
Fedu Gadoro.
I know. You know what 2 words what I mean?
Like they would tell me, he says, ¿Qué te dijo Chequi? And I go like, yo no sé, pero la tuya por las dudas.
So you're still in a tongue along on the island?
No, I'm in New York actually.
Wow.
Wait, hold up.
New York, New York. I like to wake up in the city that never sleeps.
My favorite city in the world, New York, New York. How are you doing?
Yes. Yes. Good. I cannot complain. Thanks God. I'm doing great.
How New York stand this morning, girl? I think that was nearly 10 o'clock there right now, no?
Yes, right now it's 9:30.
You have 2
over the
hours
side.
Okay, the sun is shine or what?
Very bright. It's warm. I feel like I'm in Belize right now. The weather, the warm today.
Well, we the feeler right there, girl. We the feeler right there. Like, just like the only difference that we know in other Miss Betty house this morning, that because when Emmanuel made acid in meat pie, here the rooster, they crow the back. I don't know the rooster this morning.
No rooster this morning.
If you have a chance, do the thing that I've yearned most to do is
What's that?
is to go to Macy's and go to Bloomingdale's.
What?
And go to Saks Fifth Avenue.
This man is still another expensive place, girl.
No. But I'm not asking you to buy anything. Just go there. You know.
Okay.
And one time they asked somebody who says, "Where is heaven?" And the lady said, "Bloomingdale's second floor, women's apparel. That is heaven for her." Because the best of the best is available there. Well, even if you don't bite, you had a chance to look at it.
Right. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes.
All right. Well, fix up, girl. Fix up. Get what going for today.
All right. This one I have is entitled "A Question of Purpose."
But hold on, you must understand, Chicky, that she has taken her notebook all the way to New York so that when we call her, she is prepared. Now, you have to be aware of that.
Yeah, very responsible.
Am I right?
Yes.
So the book catch the plane, boy.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, Delvi.
Yes, the book Alright, a question of purpose. The sky grew darker as it was about to rain. The sun hid behind the clouds, not cowering, but allowing what must to take its place. The trees sway as the winds grew stronger, as if instructed to do so. Even the crabs found its hole at the sound of the thunder. All things effortlessly flow. The flow of nature, the flow of purpose, moves through time and space as it should. And in the midst of it, I stood like so many others. Do I run? Do I stand in it? Do I crawl on the ground? What's my purpose? What do I do? Why does the earth not ask the tree when it's time to give fruit? It's not that there is obviously the absence of speech, but God places the root. Why is it that the rain does not tell the clouds when it's time to hide? It's not that they have no mouth, but the Lord is Lord over heaven and earth. He does preside. So why do we quite oftenly question how do we fit in this great puzzle of life which so many die and never find it? It being love, peace, belonging, acceptance, and again I say love. For God is love. He sprouts love. He gives love. He is love. He created us to love Him above all things. That if we move and love in obedience like the birds and the trees, we spend more time experiencing our purpose and not questioning it. But we have a brain, and the birds and the trees don't. You might say we cannot compare. But how happier are they, also created by God, existing, living, being without fear? A question of purpose.
I guess a mirror of exactly the same commentary I did earlier in the morning when I was giving a little preamble to the daily prayer that I do in the mornings. You know, a lot of us question the whole purpose of being here, and is there a God, and who made God, and so forth. And the more you ask yourself questions, the more you come to realize that there are no answers for those things. And the easiest thing for you to do, or the sanest thing for you to do, is to stop asking questions and believe. And believe.
Yes.
And because that is going to bring peace to your life, and that is going to bring happiness to your life, because at the end of the day, if you believe, then you will have confidence, and you will not be stricken with anxiety, and that is going to be a reason to be happy. So believe, formulate, create your own happiness by simply believing in what you feels comfortable for you.
Yes.
Well,
so thank you very much, Delvi.
Thank you very much, Delvi, and enjoy your vacation. And we hope to see you back soon in Belize. All right?
Yes.
Thanks again. Enjoy New York, my favorite city in the world.
Thank you. Have
Bye-bye,
a great
baby.
day.
At this time, we will be going to our friends at the Met service right now, so we can bring this weather report to our viewers bright and early right this morning at exactly 24 minutes away from 8 o'clock.
This is the general weather forecast for today, Thursday, 19th of July. And it says mainly fair weather will prevail over the area. The 24-hour forecast, sunny with some cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated except for a few more over the south tonight. Winds blowing from the east at 5 to 15 knots. The sea state light chop to choppy. Temperatures along the coast 89 as a high, 81 as a low. Inland 94 as a high, 75 as a low. On the hills 85 as a high and 71 as a low. The outlook for tomorrow, Friday, and tomorrow is already Friday, on Friday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. Sun will set today at 6:30, and the sun will rise tomorrow morning at 5:27. Thank you, forecaster Michelle Smith. Buenos días, compañeras, compañeros. Hoy tenemos el reporte del estado del tiempo que dice que hoy tendremos buen tiempo. Que para las siguientes 24 horas estará soleado con algunos periodos de nubosidad, sí, parcialmente nublado por la noche también, y chubascos o tormentas aisladas, excepto en el sur, donde se verán un poco más de lo que el resto del país está viendo. ¿Okay? Los vientos del este de 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar ligeramente agitado. Temperaturas por la costa 89 como una máxima, 81 como una mínima. En el interior vamos a subir a 94 grados, como una máxima, 75 como una mínima. En las colinas 85 grados como una máxima y 71 grados como una mínima. Se espera que mañana viernes y viernes por la noche tengamos condiciones similares, sin mucho cambio. Y le agradecemos a Michelle Smith por esta información. Compañeros, hoy tendremos buen tiempo. Si todo sale como lo han predicho en este reporte del tiempo, hoy será un bonito día. ¿Okay? Son las 7:38. A este punto vamos a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios comerciales. Pero no se vayan, nos falta mucho que discutir.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own, brand new, modernized, multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Kenneth Richards, and I'm representing Cellular Plus, where we provide sales for cell phones and cell phone servicing and also TV repairs. We use the net a lot to download softwares and different programs for the servicing of our devices. It is something more reliable and stable. Previous internet that we've been using had a lot of droppage. Sometimes it was non-existent for a couple hours. We are a service-minded company and we need to get our products out and servicing out as quick as possible. Now with the DigiNet service, surfing the web looking for stuff for customers has improved our time and everything. Software downloads or software uploads, communicating with the customers and transferring large files, and improve our service on a wide spectrum of servicing that we provide. Anyone that's internet-based and service-driven, I would recommend DigiNet to everyone in Belize.
Now available in Placentia and Balamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Hey guys, my name is Jerry Badillo and this is my DigiNet experience. The reason I decided to sign up for DigiNet is because it's fast and reliable. I went to any of the Digicel stores and it was for my 10 megabytes. It was only $99. I got free talk and free mobile data at home. It's perfect. It's perfect for streaming those movies, you know, that Netflix and chill. My entire family were all connected and it's so fast. My work is all about working from home, right? And I advertise everything. I need to connect to my clients. When I go live on Facebook, no buffering needs to happen. So it's perfect for me. I need that reliable internet and that is DigiNet. I also like all that free talk and mobile data that comes with my bundle.
Yo, you guys, this is crazy!
So it's the perfect experience. It's super fast, it's reliable, and it never drops. I recommend DigiNet to everyone, especially here in San Pedro and all the locations that it's available.
Now available in Placentia and Balamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rostras, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado, German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Ever since my mom switched to DigiNet, my internet experience has not been the same. My online gaming is on point. I can keep up with my online classes and I enjoy Netflix and chill even more. Nothing beats DigiNet's reliable internet speed. I pay only $69 monthly for my 5 megabyte plan. It's perfect for my budget. And you can even get higher speeds that's bundled with free mobile and free home phone for even more savings. But don't take my word for it. Visit the BTL office and ask about DigiNet today.
Now available in Placentia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 14 minutes before 8 o'clock. Las 8 menos 14 minutos, compañeros. Bienvenidos aquí con el señor Robert Checky Osha. Antes de que cerremos el segmento anterior, entonces Checky nos dijo que tenía cierta información que compartir con ustedes, con todos nosotros, y que quisiéramos que Ante todo, do you have any messages that you'd like to bring out first?
Yeah, somebody is asking about do they do registration on Saturday and Sunday, and until how many days or months here in Trial Farm? Trial Farm just goes up until Saturdays, and Saturdays is up to 4 o'clock, I believe.
Up to 4 o'clock.
Up to 4 o'clock. But they will continue until the end of August, right?
Until the end of August, right, in Trial Farm. It's for 2-month period, and the registration goes on from 9 in the morning until 7 in the evening. Remember that, from 9 in the morning to 7 in the evening, and you can register from Monday to Friday, and then on Saturdays, I think it is up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. So there is enough time. Sundays, unfortunately, they are not open. Obviously, these people have to rest. And but take advantage of the fact that they're open until 7 o'clock at night during the week.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, but after you come in from work at 5:30 minutes to 6, you can hurry, run over, take one shower, run over to the registration center, and you can get registered, and by 6:45, you're back home. Okay?
Okay, so right here we have an information more from Orange Walk North, Emmanuel, and I'll ask you to do it in Spanish in a little while. Douglas will be July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Let me take this down.
Douglas, July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Persons from San Juan can go to Douglas and register as well. And San Roman will be August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's San Roman. August 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be in San Roman. Then we have San Antonio. Persons from Santa Cruz can go to San Antonio to register as well. And their dates will be August 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's the dates for these villages.
Okay, but just quickly, I'm going to ask you to stop there. Okay. I got something clear there.
Yeah.
What happens is that when they announce the specific dates, those also include Sundays.
Yeah, but Sundays are on these. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días. Quiero preguntar si una persona tiene DIPOL y tiene su seguro social, ¿se puede registrar?
Sí.
Sí.
El requisito
sí se puede.
es tal de que déjame ver el papel si me permites.
Pero sí se puede.
Sí, porque mi papá tiene su seguro social, tiene su ID y tiene su acta largo y hizo DIPOL. 2 del juez de paz lo hicieron aquella vez y me dieron un papel que cuando vaya a arreglar alguna cosa que lleve el papel de DIPOL.
Sí, sí puedes.
Ah, bueno.
Sí puedes.
Ok, muchas gracias. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that DIPOL one there, Emmanuel.
Cambio de nombre, sí, el certificado de cambio de nombre acompañado por su certificado de nacimiento y una identificación con fotografía, el certificado de adopción junto con... Sí, tienes tu DIPOL con tu tarjeta de identificación, sí, puedes.
Pero tenemos la información de Douglas, Nuevo San Juan, San Román, San Antonio y Santa Cruz.
Ok. Para el beneficio, recuerden de que estos días que vamos a estar anunciando es cuando el Elections and Boundaries Department sale de sus oficinas a esas aldeas para tratar de promover el proceso de registro. ¿Ok? Esto es muy importante porque recuerden que la oficina de Elections and Boundaries está cerrada estos días. Ellos salen de la oficina a ir a las aldeas y a los pueblos para promover esto. Que la gente no diga, pues aquí no llegaron, pero no pueden ir a todas las aldeas. Lo que sucede es de que en Douglas, y esto va para la gente de Douglas y también para los residentes de Nuevo San Juan, el 21, 22 y 23 de julio estará el Elections and Boundaries, el personal de Elections and Boundaries ahí
En Douglas.
En Douglas, para el beneficio de la gente que vive en esa área. En San Román estarán el 3, 4 y 5. Ahora, anteriormente, sí, de agosto, anteriormente había dicho que domingos no trabajan, pero en este caso, cuando se anuncia 3 días específicos, si te das cuenta que el 5 de agosto es un domingo. Así que puedes ir por la mañana temprano o el sábado o el viernes, sábado y domingo en San Román. ¿Ok? También estarán en San Antonio. Y esto es de beneficio para la gente de Santa Cruz también el agosto 7, 8, 9 y 10. ¿Ok? Esto es para aquellas personas que encuentran difícil venir a Trial Farm o ir luego de septiembre el 1 a la oficina, cuando se abra de nuevo la oficina de Elections and Boundaries, de elecciones y fronteras, porque el proceso continúa entonces. Esto simplemente es un proceso, le llaman un outreach program, un programa cuando la gente de elecciones y fronteras sale a las aldeas a promover este proceso de registro para registro. Así que tomen ventaja de esto, por favor, porque, y recuerden algo muy importante, de que si cuando vayan a registrarse y la abuelita o el abuelito no puede caminar o le es difícil llegar al centro, que ustedes tienen todo el derecho de pedir de que el grupo, el personal de elecciones y fronteras vaya a la casa del abuelito o de la abuelita para ir a registrar sin que ellos tengan que salir. Simplemente necesitan tener todos los requisitos en lugar, el papeleo en lugar, ¿ok? Recuerden de que hay que actuar en anticipación, de tener esto listo y luego esto listo, para y luego ir y decir, mi abuelita quiere registrarse, pero no puede caminar, no la podemos traer, quiero que la vayan a registrar. Todo esto es posible. Que conste que todo esto es posible. No hay ninguna razón para que la gente diga que no se registró porque no había nadie que le dé el servicio. Eso es muy importante.
Like you always announce in the morning time, Emmanuel, at Norte Vision Channel 10 is the only station that the persons in the rural area can see, can view. And the persons from San Victor are viewing us, and they want to know when is registration for San Victor. So
San Victor is in the Corozal district.
But as a responsible network, we will need to find that get that information from Corozal and bring it over to our viewers there, because this is the only means of communication that they have in that area, ¿no?
Pero, disculpas, pero la información de San Víctor no lo tenemos actualmente con nosotros, nada más lo tenemos la información de las aldeas del norte, pero quiero decirles que lo tendremos para ustedes durante el curso del show, porque estaremos llamando a la oficina de elecciones y fronteras para que nos den esa información y poder satisfacer tus necesidades. Así que cuenta con nosotros, lo tendremos para ti.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that because it's part of our responsibility, and we appreciate you all tuning in to Norte Vision Channel 10. You know, we are there for you all the time, and like Emmanuel said, we'll get that information and bring it over to you all. But also, Emmanuel, like we do every day, we are encouraging persons to go and register. Like I encourage so much people myself, and if you go register, so I'm going to register today. I say, él está diciendo a la gente que va a registrar, y not even he no register yet, but I'm going today. Today I'm going.
Today I'm going.
Yes. Aquel Morris to gane.
¿No you gane?
Morris to gane.
Pues yo me destaco con decirte que el primer día fui.
You ready?
Yes. Y tengo la prueba para ello, el 2 de julio.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's the day it commences, no?
I think so,
yes. July 2nd. So you're going to have on the first day then? Why you know?
Well, make I check this thing.
I don't think that the first day me gone. Cause the first day of sleep all day. You see that way date this man gone. I think about the 40 gone now. Why? The man gone the 2, boy. The man gone the 2. The 2 of July. I mean the 2nd. You're good, pa. You're good.
I promised myself that I was going to lead by example for that.
Yeah. No.
And I have been responsible for at least 25 people going to register. Because ¿ya te fuiste a registrar? ¿Ya te fuiste a registrar?
Yeah. So some persons are asking about Carmelita. I'm trying to see if I can get that information, and as soon as we get it, they want to know when Carmelita will end or when it will be. So as soon as we get that information, we'll bring it on. But Emmanuel, the Honorable John Saldiva, we all know that the last time the Honorable John Saldiva contested for the party leader against the current deputy party leader right now, Honorable Patrick Faber, but now the Honorable John Saldiva is going again, and he had made some announcements that we would like to share with you all. So I will ask you, Emmanuel, to go through this first part, and when we go through this first part, then I will go through the second part, because he's going for leadership. He's going for leadership again.
Pero antes que lea eso, quisiera nada más preambular tantito y decirte que, traducirlo tantito, compañeras, compañeros, ya debemos de todos saber y estar muy conscientes del hecho de que el actual primer ministro, que es el líder, según nuestro sistema parlamentario, basado en el sistema Westminster, que el líder del partido es la persona que automáticamente asume la posición de primer ministro. En este caso, el señor Dean Barrow ha decidido que él no va a correr en las siguientes elecciones, y que entonces él ya no estará como líder del partido para las siguientes elecciones. Pero también ha dicho que aún en este término de 5 años, que él no va a durar todos los 5 años como primer ministro y como líder del partido por razones de salud. Lo cual indica que se va a crear un vacío como primer ministro, pero también como líder del partido. Entonces, el partido provee para una asamblea, una agrupación de personas claves que puedan elegir al líder del partido del UDP. Hace unos años, 2, 3 años fue, cuando hubo algo similar. Y el señor Robert Checky Usher habló acerca de ello, pero desafortunadamente, o afortunadamente, como tú lo quieras ver, el señor Patrick Faber ganó esa elección en contra del señor John Saldiva. La pregunta es si las mismas condiciones existen hoy con los votos de los delegados para poder predecir cómo va a ser el resultado de esta convención de liderazgo que sucederá entre muy poco, comienzo del otro año. Entonces quiere decir de que tan pronto el otro año, cuando habrá esta convención, se va a elegir un nuevo líder y de nuevo van a tener que estar buscando delegados y la pelea continua para ver quién se gana en la posición de líder del partido. No solo para las siguientes elecciones, compañeros, es mi punto, sino para terminar este periodo de 5 años, cuando el primer ministro ha dicho que va a él bajarse de posición de primer ministro y de líder del partido, y alguien va a tener que ocupar esa posición.
And ever since the Honorable Dean Oliver Barrow has taken up the position of leadership for the party, no one has contested him.
Exacto.
Right?
Desde que él lo ha asumido la posición de líder del partido, no ha habido ninguna persona desde entonces que le ha traído competencia. Es más, ha sido una situación cuando él ha sido la única persona y a nadie le ha dado competencia para la posición del líder. Ahora hay dos facciones, por decir, en el partido UDP. Uno por el Deputy Party Leader actual, el vicelíder actual, que está bajo del señor Patrick Farber, y el otro bajo el anterior postulante, el señor John Saldivar.
Right.
Vamos a ver quién es la persona que logra conseguir más apoyo del partido para poder lograr ser líder del partido. Y si es que el partido UDP gana las elecciones, entonces esa persona sería el primer ministro. Pero la situación va un poco más complicada, porque el actual primer ministro ha dicho, y lo repito, de que él no va a durar los 5 años. Entonces la pregunta es, ¿quién va a asumir la posición de primer ministro? ¿Será que va a ser un proceso automático donde el actual vicelíder asume la posición de primer ministro? Entonces, ¿o será que la convención va a suceder antes que el señor primer ministro salga de la oficina o de posición? El cual entonces, para entonces otra persona se haya electo como vicelíder, entonces esa persona automáticamente asume la posición de primer ministro. Esas son preguntas claves. ¿Y qué va a suceder si es que el actual vicelíder pierde? ¿Será que va a haber pleitos? ¿Será que qué va a suceder? Bueno, todo eso lo trataremos cuando llegue el tiempo, si es que llega el tiempo. Pero la persona que está que está postulando como líder, ha hecho un anuncio. Y durante este anuncio, primero lo voy a leer en inglés. Y dice, Saldivar Stoic about Leadership Convention. Today, Citizen Security Summit gave us an opportunity to discuss a little bit of politics with John Saldivar. As viewers are aware, he has aspirations of being the leader of the UDP, and it is well known that he intends to challenge Patrick Farber in the leadership convention. On Monday, we spoke with Farber about the leadership convention and his campaign, and today the press asked Saldivar if he's actively canvassing for support. He said that much like his cabinet colleague, the party's delegates will decide whether they want him for leader based on his performance as a cabinet minister. He explained why he isn't pushing just yet for that leadership convention, for which a specific date hasn't been announced. Pues es obvio que todavía no se ha anunciado, porque ni el mismo primer ministro ha anunciado la fecha cuando él va a salir del lugar. Y esta es la respuesta verbatim del señor John Saldivar, que es el representante de área para Belmopan. En inglés, not necessarily at this time. No, perdón. La pregunta, the question from the reporter, is there anything specific that you're doing to kind of gain that momentum? And John Saldivar responds, not necessarily at this time. I believe that my work will show for itself. I guess I will say similar things to what Minister Faber has said. My work in my ministry, the new assignment that I've had in terms of the police department, and the fight against crime, I think that will help to show the people of Belize the kind of skills that I bring to the table in terms of leadership. And eventually, like I've always said, leadership isn't something that you go out and get or fight for. It is something that the people decide that they want you to be their leader, and if they find me to be that person, I'll be happy to accept that position. So, to accept the job. So, he has been asked, and now he has confirmed that he is willing to assume the position of leader of the party, if that's what the people want.
Right. So, but he has his picks as well, you know.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to do that.
Yeah, he has his picks. Who is his slate telling? You know, as Emmanuel just read, and this is what with that interview with the Honorable John Saldivar. All right. So he also put out what would be his choice for Dream Team of the UDP politician to contest the 2020 general election. And for
Will that be asked by a reporter?
Yep. So for Corozal, he wants to see Pablo Marin for Corozal Bay, Hugo Pat for Corozal North, and Dr. Angel Campos for Corozal Southwest, and Tony Herrera for Corozal Southeast. We come down to Orange Walk. He wants to see Elodio Aragon run for the East, Guadalupe Magana for the South, Dr. Omero Novello for the North, and Evan Williams for Central. That's his pick, no? For Stan Creek and Toledo, Saldivar wants to see Frank Papamena run for Dandriga, Ivan Williams for Stan Creek West.
Another Williams?
Macario Coy for Toledo West, and Dennis Garbert for Toledo East. In Cayo, he's chosen to endorse Erwin Concheras for Cayo West, Rene Montero for Cayo Central, Dr. Omar Figueroa for Cayo North, and John Agas for Cayo Northeast. In the Belize district, he has endorsed...
There's also 2 more divisions in Cayo.
I don't read all.
You read 4?
Erwin Concheras for Cayo West, Rene Montero for Cayo Central, Dr. Omar Figueroa for Cayo North, John Agas for Cayo West, and Ralph Huang for Cayo South.
Okay, you did not mention Howard.
Okay, sorry, Ralph, and thank you, Pa.
And himself for Belmopan.
Yeah. In the Belize district, he has endorsed Manuel Herrera Jr. for the Belize Rural South, Edmond Claire de Lancaster for Belize Rural North, Beverly Williams for Belize Rural Central. And in the Belize City, he's hoping to see Patrick Faber for Colette, Wilfred Erlington for Pickstock, Tracy Tega Panton for Albert, Dr. Carla Barnett for Freetown, Darrell Bradley for Caribbean Shores, Saud Lindo for Fort George, Denise, that's Sister B. Barrow for Queen Square, Shine Barrow for Mesopotamia, Philip Willoughby for Port Loyola. He hasn't chosen that for Lake.
Philip Willoughby for Port Loyola?
Yeah.
But hasn't he been asked to resign?
This is John's hope. And these are the person he would like to see.
But I thought that as a consequence of the process that Philip Willoughby had been asked to resign, so that means that he has not resigned.
Well, it seems
or is that pulled back his name?
Most of it is pretty status quo, but one choice like Willoughby in Port Loyola challenges the party and denies of him if he would challenge the leader, challenge for leader Mike Perfit. So we're not really, I think Willoughby still in. But this is John's hope to have, they are the people who I like to see in the cabinet. So we have to see how that can play out, but they are the people who they choose. So for Orange Walk, he wants to see Elodia Aragon for East, Guadalupe Mai for South, Dr. Omero Novello for North, and in Central, he's going for Evan Williams.
So if you notice that not all of these people are supporting John Saldivar.
Right.
It is an amalgamation of the people who have either are supporting him and also of the people which he can't do anything about, because these are the current seat holders, but still are those who are currently supporting Patrick Faber.
Yeah.
So that's the combination that we're seeing here.
But you know, when the conventions also come up, then people have to do their work to make sure that they ensure the person that they want to support them win those conventions, right? So it boils down to that. But it's pretty interesting, and we don't know now. They have John Saldivar and Patrick Faber who wants to go for party leader. We still haven't heard persons yet for deputy party leaders, right? Because
that's correct.
So all these things will come up in the days to come, right?
And
we need a party. We need somebody who a deputy party leader or something in Orange Walk or somewhere in the north. But that is up to the individual. If they want, if they want to put themselves there. I know we have Hugo Pat, we have Elodia Aragon, we have Dr. Campos, and how much we have in Corozal too, right?
We have also
Pablo Marin.
Pablo Marin.
Yeah, so.
But the position of deputy leader,
they have to run for that too.
They have to run for that.
Yeah.
So, hey, we need to take a break.
Yeah.
We need to take a break. It's exactly 14 minutes after 8 o'clock. Vamos a continuar con esta conversación porque es de mayor importancia empezar a analizar todo esto y darse cuenta que como si es que queremos ganar la siguiente elección como partido, cómo tenemos que reaccionar y cómo tenemos que prepararnos. Pero primero vamos a esta pausa.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Before we signed up for DigiNet, things at home were a bit...
Mom, just having up the internet. Who said fix it?
Chaotic when it came to the internet. But since we signed up for DigiNet, fiber optic internet for your home, everything has been going awesome. Everyone can be online at the same time, consistent and reliable speeds, no more fighting for internet. It's a mother's dream. It's so affordable. I got a 20 megabyte plan for only $169 monthly. Plus, it comes bundled with a free postpaid plan and free home phone service. We're saving over $200 monthly. It's an unbelievable deal. Perfect for families. Trust me. Visit your nearest BTL office and ask about DigiNet today. Now available in Placentia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Hi, I'm Judy Hua, and I'll let you know about my DigiNet experience. It was so easy. Literally, they just asked for a few things like my ID, they asked for my address, and they even asked me questions that how could they improve their service. I won't lie, I'm a social media holic. I would surely recommend it to my friends, especially when we're doing our FaceTime calls or WhatsApp calls. You know, our calls won't get dropped.
See you guys in a bit then.
For my professional side, well, I do television, so for me, we have to download a lot of files. We have to ensure that when we receive them, we check them before it goes on air, and DigiNet has made that experience easy for me. I have the 5 meg plan, which is wonderful because it's only $69. So I'm really glad that they did the promotion in my area in Kings Park. I was the first one to sign up.
Now available in Placencia and Bulamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Attention all parents and students. A&R Stores countrywide announced the arrival of their back-to-school inventory. If you need school bags and knapsacks, say no more. A&R Stores have the largest assortment of knapsacks in the country with brands like Jansport, Capsule, and Everest, famous for their resistance and durability. If you need school supplies, A&R Stores have everything, yes, everything you'll need, such as exercise books, composition books, lunch bags, folders, and a whole range of school supplies and arts and craft material. A&R Stores, your #1 store for back-to-school supplies. Visit them at any of their 8 locations. A&R Store, where our prices make the difference.
The Belize Tourism Board takes this opportunity to remind all tour operators, stakeholders, and the general public that the BTB Tour Operator Regulations make provisions for the following categories of tour operators. A. An individual or company that operates and markets tour packages internationally, including guided dive and snorkeling tours to tourist sites within Belize. B. An individual or company that executes countrywide tour packages, including lodgings, meals, and guided tours to tourist sites in Belize by air, sea, or land. C. An individual or company that offers localized tour packages of any nature to guests and guided tours to tourist sites in Belize. D. An individual or company including without limitation all types of hotels and tourist accommodation, involved in ground operation tour services, or works with international tour individuals. E. An individual or company that operates and markets tour packages internationally and subcontracts its tour services to an entity in Belize. F. An individual or company that operates and markets tour packages internationally and executes, arranges, or coordinates tour packages of any nature to guests and visitors to Belize. G. An individual or company which, either wholly or in part, provides or organizes tours, journeys, or tourist services for visitors to Belize by way of transport, accommodation, tours, or guides. H. An individual or company which executes, arranges, organizes, and/or coordinates dive and marine-based tour services. The BTB would also like to inform stakeholders that under the law and without any exception, all tour operators must have a valid license in order to operate a tour business in Belize. Such license shall expire annually on the 31st December of each year. Tour operators are also required to use only licensed tour guides. Licensed tour guides, therefore, shall not offer their services individually. They must be employed or operate under a tour operator. Any person found guilty will be liable to pay a fine of $5,000 or 6 months in prison or both. Tour operators, stakeholders, and the general public are asked to be vigilant against infringement of the law and to report these immediately to the Police Tourism Board.
When it comes to running my business, I have to ensure that my office is always connected and that my service is the best. This is exactly what I need from my internet provider at my home also. That's why I chose Diginet. It's fast, reliable, and most importantly, it's affordable. With Diginet, I get a reliable connection plus 6 gigabytes free mobile data each month to use while I'm on the go, all for just $99. This is big savings for me. Diginet gives me the edge I need to take my business to the next level, right from home. Visit your nearest BTL office to find out more about Diginet and how you can save, just like me.
Now available in Placencia and Bulamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Get yours now. Remember, the 2018 BTL Telephone Directory is available. Get a copy of this informative and visually fascinating publication, available in regular and mini size. The cellular, residential, and yellow page listings make searching for whatever you may need quite easy and convenient. Get a free copy available at any BTL office countrywide. You can also take the directory with you wherever you go. Simply download the free Find Yellow Belize mobile app from the Android Play or Apple Store today. Log on to findyellow.com for more information. The 2018 BTL Telephone Directory. Get yours now.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 25 minutes after 8 o'clock, las 8:25 minutos. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana y siempre, aquí deseándoles todo lo mejor para el día de hoy y siempre. Con el señor Robert Checky Usher.
Earlier, somebody asked about the registration in Carmelita. I have just received that information. They will be from August 7th to the 10th at Carmelita Government School. August 7th to 11th, sorry.
August 7th
to 11th.
So it's
in Carmelita.
7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 en Carmelita. Y si es que, sí, muy bien, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ok, eso es de agosto para el mes de Carmelita.
But they can still go and register anytime at Louisiana School because they are in Orange Walk East and Carmelita is in Orange Walk East. But those are the days that elections and boundaries will visit Carmelita.
Y nada más quiero recalcar de que si es que no logras ir al centro de registro para esos días cuando estén ahí, que no es el fin del mundo, que tienes oportunidad o tienes opción de ir a otra aldea mientras que esa aldea esté dentro de tu división electoral. Esto es muy importante. Si en Douglas no lograste ir al 20, digamos, vives en Orange Walk, digamos, y vives o trabajas en Trial Farm, y te quitas desde temprano de Douglas a las 5 y vienes a Trial Farm a las 7, y te quitas a las 6 de la tarde y no llegas a Douglas hasta las 7, entonces no tienes opción, no tienes tiempo. Mientras que te vayas a registrar en un centro que esté dentro de lo que es la misma división electoral en Trial Farm, estás bien. Pero eso es una segunda opción, porque generalmente se trata de ir a registrarte donde votas para que ayude a definir las listas según quiénes son las personas que van a votar ahí. Pero, repito, tienes la opción de ir a registrarte en cualquier otro centro mientras que esté en la misma división electoral.
So once again, Carmelita, August 7th to 11th.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you miss those days, you can go to the Louisiana Government School at any other day.
So we mentioned about the leadership in the United Democratic Party, Emmanuel, but it's so unique that since the Honorable Dean Oliver Barrow took over as party leader, nobody has challenged his leadership, no? But right now, since he's leaving office, then there has to be a party leader that has to be put in place. So it's not like nobody's challenging, it's not like somebody's challenging Mr. Barrow, because he is leaving his time. He said for his time, he do his part already, so that time he go. So we still have people that will need to come up for deputy party leader. We have for party chairman. We have for, I don't remember what other positions they have in the party, but all of those are challenged at a convention. And I understand that convention should be sometime after April of next year. That is what I understood. I'm not sure if it's there.
Conventions?
Yeah, I mean that big convention for the party.
The big biennial convention. Yes.
I was made to understand it will be sometime in April or right after April, but they were looking at it because at the same time we have the referendum, no, on the 10th of April, I believe, of next year. So
you see, it's going to be of crucial timing. The day when the timing for the convention, because when is it that the results of the convention or the election for leader and vice deputy leader actually take effect?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I believe the Honorable Prime Minister will make his announcement,
and I'm sure it's going to be a wise decision.
I believe he will do it on Independence Day.
You believe so?
Yeah, that's what I believe.
It's very possible and even probable that that's going to happen.
Yeah, but maybe it could be before.
Maybe it can be before, because he has made it absolutely clear that he is not going to go through the 5-year term.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to demit office before the completion of the 5 years, which is going to leave a void, which means that somebody will have to assume that position. Will that person be Patrick Farber, or will that person be John Saldiva?
Or somebody else?
It depends, or somebody else, depending really on the timing of that convention.
Yeah, but remember,
entirely.
Remember also, Emmanuel, when we jump into January of 2020, that doesn't mean that election is due, you know, because remember the last election was held in November. In November of 2015. So they have all the way up to November to go.
Oh yes, I am quite aware of that.
Some people might feel, boy, well, once 2020 come in, the election time, because people always know the election comes in March. But the ruling party right now has up until 2019, November 2019.
2020.
2020, November, because that was when the 2015 elections.
That's it, exactly 5 years, and I think maybe a couple of weeks there for some little
Grace
reason
period.
there. Yeah, well, like a little grace period. So we are quite aware of that. So interesting times ahead.
Yeah, but also, Emmanuel, I was mentioning...
And just before you go into that, it's not only for one party that is going to happen.
No.
It's going to happen for both parties.
Yeah, both parties, and everybody got their own thing going on, brother. Yeah, the who responsible for this and the who responsible for that.
Will John Briceño be able to hold on to the reins of the People's United Party? And will there be any big changes with the current deputy leader of the United Democratic Party? If somebody's going to come and literally outseat him? That's the question. And the point is, how do you feel about that?
Money tricks in politics.
Money talks and BS walks.
Yeah. But I mentioned earlier about this situation with those emails that are coming in to send your banking information. But you know what, Pa? It worked for some people, you know.
What do you mean it worked for some people?
It worked for some people. Because let's say me and you do banking, and they ask me, they send one email to me, and I go and I open it. And they want to know which bank I bank with. And they want, say, then I tell her, okay, I want to transfer some money into your account because I cannot transfer from bank to bank from where I'm at. So they want to say, all right, I'll transfer this money in your bank account, and you go withdraw it, and send it for me to Western Union or MoneyGram. But what then do? They get more than one person account from the same bank. Because more than one person gives them their bank account. So one, they take it out for one account, one person account, and put it in somebody else's account.
What you mean they take it? This is what I have a problem with. You cannot just take it out of somebody's account.
Online banking.
Online banking, but you need a PIN number.
That's why.
You will not give them a PIN number, and you'd be a fool to give them a PIN number.
People give them a PIN number.
Christ.
Then give them PIN number. And it happens at a bank right here in Belize. So I give my PIN number.
And all the while, pardon me, but all the while I thought that people were sane enough to keep their PIN numbers. I mean, personal identification number, that's what PIN means. You're not supposed to give this out to anybody or to write it down behind your car like some people do.
Yeah. So, two of them person have this account that is them account at the same bank. So it look good for them because they say, what, the people are transfer money in a bank account. So I hold on to this money and I get a piece. So they tell the two persons the same thing. So what they do, they got one person PIN number and the next one PIN number. So they do the online banking and take from this person account and put it in the next one account. So when I want to see account fat up, you say, what are you going to take out this money? No, so that person going to take out the money. And they send it to them people through Western Union, but that money comes from somebody else's account. And that person get cut. So for you know you get a cut, you must know that something illegal to do. So what
has this, can I ask you a question?
It happened.
Has this actually happened?
It happened and it worked. And the bank, when the bank catch up on it, they were able to stop the traffic of the money. So it never really gone through. But some transaction gone through.
So what is the problem there? Is it that people are so gullible and vulnerable to all of this information where you actually give out your PIN number, for God's sake? Because to permit people to do...
When you open one email and tell me, hey, can I call for a certain bank or a certain association? We need to transfer some money, but we have the money in the bank, but we can't transfer it because from bank to bank you have to go.
Man, but common sense supposed to tell you that you not do anything.
But they do it.
Like.
So when I transfer the money, when I transfer the money for one account.
I've received mails, ladies and gentlemen, from people telling me that they have $350 million at some Nigerian bank and so forth, and I go like, so you want I do? I don't even bother reading them anymore. And all of these things are just superfluous to me. Me just, all right, that's done. I don't even bother with it. And that's the point. I'm asking you, please, don't get involved in these scams. Just don't. Don't give out your personal identification numbers. Don't even bother to open those emails.
If you see that you don't recognize it, there's no
Ni
need.
siquiera te preocupes ni te ocupes de estar enviando a darles atención, porque vas a salir, perdóname la palabra, pero vas a salir jodido, perdiendo. Punto. No lo hagas. No lo hagas. ¿Quién allá afuera está regalando dinero? Dime, porque yo voy a agarrar la fila también. Pero no legítimamente. Eso es el punto. Y igualmente como te están pintándolo y fácilmente caerías, te juro que fácilmente sí vas a perder el poquito de dinero que tienes en tu cuenta y ya luego entonces ni las lágrimas te vas a poder aguantar porque vas a perder todo. Así que mi mejor sugerencia es ni siquiera contestes, ni siquiera lo hablas, ni siquiera te ocupes en ese tipo de mensaje.
Business, get out of it.
No te olvídalo, hazlo pasar.
And it happened, you mentioned Nigeria, and right there the money gone. Right there the money made head for. So,
otras cosas, perdón que interrumpa, pero que vienen cada rato y te llaman de estos números del extranjero que dice la gente que te roban tu crédito. Pues no, es imposible que te roben tu crédito con una simple llamada. Ponte a pensar, no te pueden robar el crédito. Pero, de nuevo, si es que lo contestas, lo que sí te pueden robar es tus contactos, tu información. Y eso es lo que, o quizás hasta cierto punto, ponerte un virus ahí dentro que mande información automáticamente a una computadora que mandaría todos tus contactos y toda tu información personal. Pero de robarte el crédito no, pero peor aún, te puede robar tu información personal, tu social security, tu foto, por más feo que estés o por más gordo que estés.
But Emmanuel, I want to advise them people, like you said, not to give out your PIN number.
Por favor, no lo hagas.
And it happens so, from one account you go on to the next, and a person can withdraw the money from the bank and you get it because it in your account. The bank no care about who transferred, that online transfer happened, online banking, and a person can take out the money and send it to Western Union or MoneyGram or whatever carrier they use, and the money gone.
Pero at the end of this, somebody lost money.
Somebody lose by giving out your PIN number.
So that person must be filled with remorse. Am I not right?
Of course. But check this out, Emmanuel, as well. Traffic officer caught trafficking, not only giving ticket.
Go away with the traffic.
A traffic officer as a traffic enforcement officer, he was supposed to be issuing tickets for traffic violation. But what happened when the officer is the same one violating by trafficking? Sounds like a word game, right? But that's just what the police say happened yesterday evening. A city traffic officer is being held at the Raccoon station in Belize City for hours pending drug trafficking charges as 2 knapsacks full of weed are being weighed. According to the reports, police searched him on the Western Highway near the St. Martin's area and looked inside 2 bags. Both were stuffed with neatly bundled plastic bags containing what looks and smells like cannabis. So say who they be the mule for some of them thing there? Person when I stop you for search you and say, hey, what you got? Make us see your insurance. Make us see your driver's license. Oh, esa lo está trabajando. ¿Qué pasó? Te voy a dar un boleto. Suppose that I go in and napsa ko na natin if take a boleta ino ko bota wala de pakating ko mo. Lo But Emmanuel, if you see the type of people that want to do them things, man. You understand?
But then again, you wonder what kind of mechanism is in place to prevent that thing from happening.
Why? Well, if they're
done.
But then the thing is that preventative measures sometimes happen with the penalty. when the people get.
No, that's not preventative. That is castigatory. In other words, you don't do it, then you get castigated.
Yeah,
but it doesn't prevent it from happening.
No.
Unless by example for other people, no?
Somebody would work a bank, got it in a knapsack or in a blouse or whatever. But you know, so they always catch a lot of people when they go to Hattieville, they go visit their man, and when they search their woman, they got weed, a lot of things. What going on? My man, want at least work. So I bring it, so join your man, right that jail, but why not a different cell? So it's hard to prevent it. But one time when you see them people, they go up on the street and then they traffic people and do their thing. What else? Somebody know they carry. It could be arms.
It's exactly 18 minutes before 9 o'clock. We will take a quick break. When it comes, and we will be right back with you. So many things we're throwing out right now. But we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you for the final segment.
When you come back, want to ride with a yellow cab.
Ha!
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Rans, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Did you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guest, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that? Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantive Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB? For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
Hi, my name is Michael Teos. I'm a Diginet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while the buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, maybe just the music while I'm doing my work likewise too. If I had to sign up for Diginet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my Diginet plan. Since switching over to BTL Diginet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to be wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending everyone to sign up for Diginet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Now available in Placentia and Bulamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop. fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico. Freshly extracted local honey. Perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize.
This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopan Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Kenneth Richards, and I'm representing Cellular Plus, where we provide seals for cell phones and cell phone servicing and also TV repairs. we use the net a lot to download softwares and different programs for the servicing of our devices. We needed something more reliable and stable. Previous internet that we've been using had a lot of droppage. Sometimes it was non-existent for a couple of hours. We are a service-minded company and we need to get our products out and servicing out as quick as possible. Now with the DigiNet service, surfing the web looking for stuff for customers has improved our time and everything. Software downloads or software uploads, communicating with our customers and transferring large files, and improve our service on a wide spectrum of servicing that we provide. Anyone that's internet-based and service-driven, I would recommend DigiNet to everyone in Belize.
Now available in Placentia and Belamas phases 1 to 4. Coming soon to Benque and Corozal.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, 7 minutes before 9 o'clock. It is a distinct pleasure to, at this point, to say that we have had, we're having ample discussion really about the taxi situation. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be having the man in person. One of the leaders of the Taxi Association being here, answering questions, pointed questions as to what in the world is going on. Why is it that politicians are involved in here? And why is it that the investor has not put up a storefront and sold and tried to get his vehicle sold on a formal basis, rather than channeling his efforts through to the politicians and to the just key question there, what's going on? But at the same time, we would like to, at this point, thank all the audience. Let's take that call there.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning,
gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Since you've been running this thing about the new fleet of taxis, right? I don't know if the town council, taxi union, or we're dealing with a case of money laundering, and how the U.S. Embassy would view this, no? Very interesting. Just food for thought, no?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, we're considering all of that, young man. Thank you very much for calling, because we want to know what is behind the scenes.
Yeah. And if the investor has a clear light, show us that clear light, so we can go forward, right?
My question is, if this investor is honest about doing business, put up a store. Put up a storefront. Do like Caribbean Tire. Get some confidence from the people, because acting through yard business and saying, I have 7 cars here or 20 cars here, and I can bring more if you want. What's going on? What's going on? Put up a sign, put up a storefront that legitimizes you as a car dealer, because anything other than that raises questions, raises a lot of questions. Yeah, and I think that that's the reason why we're at this moment, because of the whole thing, the whole cloud of doubt surrounding the whole dealing. And when you have politicians there involved, I say politicians involved, then we begin to cast aspersions and we begin to shed even more doubt as to what's going on. I'm not telling you that what is being offered is a bad deal. I can't tell you that. If you think it's a good deal, go ahead and do it. But at the end of the day, there's more to it than what you see. There's definitely much more to it than what you see. No investor is going to give you an $80,000 car to drive it out without you having to pay comprehensive insurance, which is worth thousands of dollars. No investor is going to let you go out and drive an $80,000 vehicle just because you have signed and so forth. There are strings attached. And there are situations where you may become, you are supposedly the winner, but you can easily become the loser in this case. But we'll have more on that tomorrow.
Yeah,
3 minutes before 9. Any messages?
Well, I would just like to ask you to remind the folks of those registration in those villages that we
Okay,
touched
sure.
earlier this morning.
Douglas, en la aldea de Douglas, julio 21, 22, 23.
Ese era tu fast, man.
Julio 21, 22 y 23 también para darle servicio a la aldea de Nuevo San Juan. Para San Román, agosto 3, 4 y 5. Y para San Antonio, que también le da servicio a Santa Cruz, el 7, 8 y 9, 10 de agosto. También Carmelita, 7, 8, 9, 10 y 11 de agosto. Ok, así que recuerden, por favor, ir a registrarse lo antes posible. Tomen oportunidad de este ofrecimiento que te está dando el Departamento de Elecciones y Fronteras. Prepárense antes de ir llevando su pasaporte o su fe de nacimiento con su tarjeta de identificación. Y es un proceso bastante fácil. Yo he escuchado que gente sale diciendo que hasta cuántos perros tienes y que cuántas matas hay en tu... Obvias exageraciones. Y cuando quieres poner mal algo, vas a encontrar toda forma de hacerlo. Pero yo creo que al final del día todos somos gente sana y podemos discernir cuando me estás dando la papa y cuando me estás dando la verdad. ¿Ok? Un minuto antes de las 9, quiero agradecerle al equipo de producción. También quiero decirle gracias a Chequi. Muchas gracias, mi amigo, si siempre está aquí. Y recordándoles de que este show repite a las 9 hoy por la noche. Pero también estaremos mañana con ustedes a la misma hora. Mañana es viernes. Muy interesante. La situación con los taxis continúa. Vamos a tener una entrevista exclusiva con el presidente de la asociación. Y nada más aquí en Canal 10 lo podrán ver. Así que, compañeros, nos vemos mañana a la misma hora. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
And I am Robert Cheque Usher. Encourage you all to continue to register. Somebody just sent a text from Progressor, but I believe somebody called earlier in the week and said Progressor has closed already. But what we will do, myself and Emmanuel will get in touch with Elections and Boundaries at Corozal right after we close and find out what's the dates and timings for re-registration in that area. But remember, the show repeats at 9 o'clock. We'd like to thank Morris and Raheem for always being here, and you, the viewers. Thank you all so much, and if the good Lord so will, myself and Emmanuel will be back tomorrow. So we say, hasta mañana, pa.
Until we meet again, cuídense mucho, compañeros. Nos vemos mañana a las 7 de la mañana. Hasta luego.
Sugar City Morning Show.